What's going on, Print Fam? In today's quick tip tutorial, I'm going to show you how to convert a gradient filled object in Adobe Illustrator into a halftone using Accurip. Let's get into it. Alright, so the graphic we're going to be working on today was provided to us by the client, and then my designer went through and got it all converted into an actual vector graphic. Only thing he didn't do is apply the spot colors to the gradients. What we want to do is have that gradient print a halftone that goes from black into transparent or into the shirt color. Let's do it. I'm going to dive into this, head over to Adobe Bridge. I'm going to go to my desktop where the file is saved, find my file, Father and Son Masonry, double click it, open it in Illustrator. Just got some weird fill shit going on here. I'm going to close this because we're going to pretend like it wasn't open. The designer has already converted all this into a vector and then applied the spot colors to it. You can tell because the spot colors are activated in the swatches window. He also deleted any swatches that we weren't using. It's very professionally laid out and well put together. But what he did not do, by my request, is apply a spot color to the gradient fills right here. So I'm going to investigate exactly what's happening here. He did put all of the gradiated bricks on their own layer. That's good. It just makes the artwork more manageable. But this layer does have a clipping mask. So the first thing that I'm going to do is release the clipping mask just so that I'm not accidentally filling it or anything like that. Okay, now I'm going to use the selector here, and I'm going to just select this first brick that's in all these layers. You see he has a file for each one of these bricks. So we're just going to tackle the first one here. And what we want to do is take this gradient, the black part, and turn it into a spot color so that when we go to print it out on the film, it automatically creates the halftone. And that halftone will be on the same film as these black spot colors right here, like Father, Son, and Masonry. We want that all to be on the same film. So we don't have the gradient window open, so we need to go to Window, look for Gradient, click that, and this will pop up. Now these are our gradient sliders right down here. You'll notice if I grab this slider and move it this way, there's more gradation here. If you move it back, you can also move the center mark here to apply more black. This to the left, or slide it back to the right, but we're just going to keep it right down the center. To apply a spot color, you're going to double click the slider you want, and you'll notice by default it's utilizing the process black. But what we want to do is replace this process black with this spot black that's right up here. To do that, you click this swatches window. You'll have two of them. You'll have your color selector, and then you have the swatches. Click swatches, and you'll notice that the only colors we have available in our swatches are the ones that are activated in the swatch window. To deviate a little bit, let's say you wanted to apply red, or let's just say let's say you wanted to have the bricks on their own layer or on their own film so that you can put the gradients on a 280 mesh, but you want the regular spot black and the regular spot gray to be on their own films. You want to use 3 films. Then you would want to add a third swatch here and fill these bricks with that color so that it makes it a third film. As the way we're going to set it up though, these gradients will be on the same film as the black spot colors in the artwork. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to apply the black spot color right there, just like that. And that's actually all you need to do. So if you go to the print thing right now and you printed out the black and the gray films, this one brick would have the gradation as long as you're using Accurip. And it would be on the same film as the Father, Son, and Masonry ink graphics are on. That's all you got to do. So from this point, now that we've done that, we have this fill established, we can just select the remaining remaining bricks in the thing here. Just like this. There's a couple of different ways you could do this, but this is just the way I'm choosing to do it right now. And then we're going to take the eyedropper tool and select the first one we did, and now they're all filled with that. So now every brick in this sequence has a spot black applied, which means that it will have a halftone fade from solid black into transparent. Now let's just say, for the sake of argument, you want to have another fade. Like let's say it fades from black to red. Then you're just going to click the other slider here, and you're going to and you're going to select a swatch from here, but we don't have a red swatch in here. That's why we need to go back up to swatches, go new swatch. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. We're going to do it differently. I'm going to go to open swatch library. We're going to go to our color books, and I'm going to open my Pantone color book. And let's just say we want it to fade to red. So for it to show up in the slider down here, they need the spot color needs to be here in the swatches window, right? Makes sense. So we click this again, click the second slider you want to do, and click red, and now there we go. Now this one brick would fade. It would be solid red, and it would fade into red from left to right, and then the black is going to fade to red from right to left. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, we're not going to do that. I'm actually just going to take this right back to white. I'm going to come back up here and delete this because we definitely don't want that red in the file. What else we got to do? We're going to reapply that gradient mask. I just turned it back on here. I selected everything. I went to clipping mask, and so that's all good to go now. I'm going to save this. Then, just to show that it works, I'm going to go print. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I select, right now I'm using, I just want to select my Accurip to Epson 4800. I always want to uncheck auto rotate, and then I'm going to hit custom. When you do that, it kind of sets up the printer to print to whatever's in the artboard there. That's good and set up. Now I'm going to go to output. Instead of composite, I'm going to select separations and make sure that all the process colors are unselected. Sometimes you may find that they're all turned on like this. If that's the case, turn off all your process colors. And also, we don't want our white spot in there. We're just going to be printing the black and the dark gray, and then hit print. And that's pretty much it. Now let's go take a look at how the films turned out. And here is the final product. See right here, the words that were filled with the black spot are on the film, and so is the gradient that was filled with the black spot. Nice, concise, made through the Accurip software and Adobe Illustrator. Super easy. See, screen printing and all these things, they're not complicated. You just gotta have someone show you how to do it. So you're welcome. See you on the next print tutorial, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, ding the bell so you're notified when I upload. Also, you can follow us on Twitter and on Instagram at Earven. See you there. Take care.